Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. You guys are listening to episode 47 of the positive. 48 of the
48.
episode 48 of the Positive Outlook podcast. And what are we taking apart in today, Caleb?
Today we're going to be taking 1 out of 3 parts on, it's going to be a list on how to stay optimistic.
Yes. Yeah. So just prompts to promote optimism.
Mm-hmm.
So as we go through these questions, you guys, pretend we're asking you as well, and answer the questions as you would. So, we'll start with the first question. Caleb, what is something that always puts you in a good mood?
I think we say it millions of times, but it's between working out and the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. The podcast is a great way to boost our mood, even on an early Monday morning like today. It's going to be a great day to start the week. It really is. And then also, I like making plans, planning ahead. That always puts me in a good mood.
I like last night played basketball for about 45 minutes, and they finally put a new light by the courts,
Yeah,
and so we can play at nighttime now, and it was really peaceful.
that's cool. Yeah, that's fun. Um, all right, moving into number 2. What is the best way to lift someone else's spirits?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is.
Um, I guess one of the best ways is genuine kindness, like
Mm-hmm.
gracefulness, I guess, where you're not like expecting anything back out of it either.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I think is always a great way to lift somebody up is to just be a human being. Be compassionate, be understanding, and just
Mm-hmm.
let them know that they're doing their best, and that you care about
Definitely.
them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 3. Do you consider yourself to be an optimist? Why or why not?
I would say in general, yes. There's always going to be a part of me that's a little bit more on the pessimistic side, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but in general, I'm always on the optimistic side, and it's just because when you put your energy into that, you're more likely to get a more optimistic result.
Yeah. He who says he can and he who says he can are both usually right. So just tell yourself you can and you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely see myself as an optimist. Always looking forward to the future and what is to come.
I hope
Ooh,
in general we both are.
yeah, definitely. So this is kind of a good one.
Yeah.
Create a morning mantra for yourself that you can use to start each day off right, and then write about what it means to you. So we don't have to write one down right now, but just if you were
Mhm.
to write something down, what would it kind of encompass?
Mm, I feel like those ones are always the ones where you want them to like address your rougher days where you just want to stay in bed.
Yeah,
Uh, Trying to think of a good specific one, but I guess it would just kind of be like, the quote where it's like you've made it through all your worst days and you're undefeated.
yeah,
I'd probably something similar to that, I would say.
that'd be good. Yeah. Mine would be something along the lines of pretty much just make sure you're doing something today to better who you were yesterday. Just so it's like always
Mhm.
that linear path of progression, um,
Yeah.
while understanding that there are no straight lines. So, and then anybody listening right now, write down what you would put down for a mantra for yourself every morning, because I'm interested to hear what other people would say as well.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. Do you believe that setting a good intention for your day can help you have a better day? Why or why not?
100%.
Yeah.
Just because, boom, now you're thinking about it. Now you have a plan, and I think it needs to be more than just an intention. I think that's a good start, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, when you have the intention, you'll write down the action plan, and when it all comes together, it's all going to work out. If you have an
Hmm.
intention to have a bad day, what's going to happen?
You're going to have a pretty bad day.
Exactly. So that's, yeah. So if you have an intention on setting a good day, you're going to have a good day.
Hmm.
All right, number 6. Imagine your perfect day. Write about it and what it would look like. What
Perfect.
a perfect day. What does that entail for you?
I've never even thought of what a perfect day would look like. That's kind of interesting.
I know.
Wow. That's kind of a hard one, actually.
Yeah.
Um, I guess the perfect day would probably be like late spring, early summer,
Mm-hmm.
just for the temperature wise.
Yeah.
And then, um, you remember those days? So we'd wake up, we'd swing over, it'd be 10 a.m. ish,
Mm-hmm.
record an episode, then we'd hit the gym, then we'd go back and record, then we'd play
Yeah.
basketball, and then we'd record another one.
Yeah.
I think that would be like the perfect day right there.
Yeah. And then we kind of just like hang out, watch Adventure Time till the sun goes
Oh my
down.
God. We watched, so someone threw Adventure Time on a couple days ago, and it just instantly took me back
Yeah.
to last spring, a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those were definitely those were great days. Those were. I also love the days like when the family was having like a birthday party or something and we'd all go over there and just
Hmm.
spend time. So it was like all the friends together, all the family together. And they were just like
Right.
nice days out. And so once all the, kids go to bed and everyone leaves, then it's like you go outside and kind of just look at the stars. Those
Hmm.
that was like I don't know, the most I don't know what word to say for that, but yeah, like a perfect day where it's just like you just get to see everybody and kind of live in that peace.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Let's see. So tell me about a time when a situation that seemed bad turned out okay in the end.
Ooh, now there's been a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I mean, I guess the easiest one would be I haven't talked about it in a little bit. So for our new listeners, way back in high school, I got like this really bad hip injury, and it stopped me from wrestling, but it also sent me down like a whole new path for learning about myself. And it's like even now when I tell people what happened, they're always like, "Oh, that sucks." But I mean, really, it doesn't suck because we wouldn't be here today if anything was different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I can't really think of a single situation that seemed bad and then turned out okay. I think that's just kind of life. Is that
Right.
we expect kind of the worst in everything that we go try to tackle in life. We see it as such a bigger challenge than what it actually is, and then it always turns out okay. Because like if you're here today, you're undefeated. So
Right.
every challenge that you faced has turned out okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
that's just life. We are too strong as human beings. That's all. At the end of the day, we are too strong.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can stop us. Um, there's another one. Make a gratitude list of everything you're thankful for this week. Then choose one thing to write about in detail. If you were to just write about one thing, that one thing in detail that you're grateful for, what would it be?
I've been talking about it to more and more people recently, and I would say probably my mom's love
Mm-hmm.
in general, because we always talk about it, and it's like you know, it's just insane. It's almost incomprehensible how
Mm-hmm.
much at least my mom cares, and it's pretty crazy. I mean, that's something that I can't be more thankful for, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you?
Mine would be along the similar lines. Would it be support systems? So,
Mm.
all my friends and family. So that's definitely one thing I'm most grateful for. All right, all right. Number 9. Who is the most positive person you know, and how do you feel when you are around him or her?
I don't know anyone actually.
Uh, I gotta think. Yeah, no one's really positive in my life.
Nope, not one
No.
person.
No, so definitely, for obvious reasons, we're the most positive duo I've ever met. Um, and how I feel around us is it's not necessarily like always positive, And so it's
Oh yeah.
funny. It's funny. It's like this ironic twist, but we still hold expectations for each other, and we
Mm.
have a high expectation. I guess is just another word I could use there. Expectation of each other to perform in the podcast and just in real life as well. Because separate from the podcast, we both care about each other as human beings. So,
Right.
granted, yes, we were both very positive people, but at the end of the day, like we still have these high expectations for each other.
And it's kind of like because we're both very positive people, and
Mm-hmm.
when one of us isn't positive, it makes it kind of worse. Like
Yeah.
we make it worse on ourselves, and so the support that like especially that you've had for me when I'm like on a downswing
Mm-hmm.
is it's it's definitely appreciated more than uh you can really articulate, you know?
That's kind, man. I appreciate that. Same goes for you. All day, all day. The best duo out there, right?
Oh yeah, not gonna stop.
Alrighty. What are a few small things you could do to have a more positive attitude?
I feel like this could be relatable to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep,
Sleep.
sleep, sleep, sleep.
Yep.
Honestly, it goes a long ways.
Yeah. I think one thing I could do better is time management.
Hmm.
Just understanding, setting priorities, stuff like that. And just kind of figuring out what I have time in the day for and what I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what is your favorite thing about yourself, and how does it impact your life?
Wow.
This is the last question. This is the final question. So that's kind of a deep
Um,
one.
I guess my favorite thing about myself is one of my least favorite things as well.
Yeah.
It's that I can be very hard on myself after the fact, and so it's like sometimes it feels like I've watched something happen,
Hmm.
and then once it happens, I just beat myself up over it over
Yeah.
and over again, rather than just go, okay, I messed up here, move on. It's like, okay, I messed up here. This could mess up this, this, and this. This is
Right.
this. It, just going a million miles an hour. But I also appreciate that because I feel like um, one day that's gonna be what helps drive me in general too, you know?
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Being your own worst critic has its ups and downs.
yeah.
But I can definitely, if you use it properly, I can see the better upside.
What about you?
My favorite thing about myself, I think, is my ability to get along with people, have conversations, and how it impacts my life is it allows me to impact others' lives, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
Um, which is kind of cool. How it impacts my life is that I can help somebody else's life. Um,
For sure.
because at the end of the day, like that's what we're here for. That's what's important when
Yeah.
it comes to the podcast or just the message we spread, is that we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to make other people see this different perspective.
100%.
So, alrighty, well that is the first 11. We will do two more episodes on the other 22. We'll do two more episodes of 11. Other than that, let's see. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers before we get out of here?
Um, no, I think that's pretty much it. It's gonna be a great Monday, guys. A great week. Great week. Make sure to go through this list and come up with your own answers. You don't have to tell anyone, but I think it would be good for anyone to answer these on their own.
Yeah,
And it's a great way to learn about yourself is to ask these questions more than once too. Like
yeah,
ask frequently.
yeah. And then definitely leave in the comments what your mantra would be, because
Mhm.
I want to hear what you guys would say about that.
And
Um,
also, it's a little bit on the earlier side this Monday morning, so I forgot to plug in the like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, just so you guys don't miss any episodes. We do love you guys.
yeah. And thank you guys so much for watching today, and happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Peace.